Stoicism is one of the most respected and influential philosophies ever created. Its teachings on emotional control, resilience, and discipline have helped countless people lead stronger, more focused lives. But what if I told you there's a dark side to Stoicism, one that's often ignored? In this video, we're uncovering the hidden traps of Stoicism that many people fall into, and more importantly, how to avoid them. These aren't just theoretical problems. They can affect your mental health, your relationships, and even your sense of purpose. Let's dive into the first trap, and it's one of the most common mistakes people make when practicing Stoicism. Trap 1. Emotional suppression versus emotional mastery. The first misconception about Stoicism is that it teaches you to suppress your emotions. You've probably heard things like, "Don't get angry," or "Don't let sadness control you." But here's the thing. Suppressing emotions is not what the Stoics taught. Marcus Aurelius, Epictetus, and Seneca all emphasized understanding and mastering your emotions, not pretending they don't exist. Suppression can lead to internal stress, mental burnout, and eventually, emotional explosions when you can no longer contain the feelings you've buried. The difference between suppression and mastery is this. Suppression is ignoring your emotions. Mastery is acknowledging them and choosing how to respond. You can't control what you feel, but you can control what you do. How to avoid this trap? When you feel overwhelmed, don't push your emotions away. Pause, identify what you're feeling, and decide how to act calmly. Trap 2. Misunderstanding detachment. The second trap is thinking that detachment means indifference. Many people read Stoic texts and assume that to be Stoic means to care about nothing, to become cold, distant, and emotionally unavailable. But that's not true detachment. Detachment, as the Stoics taught it, means caring deeply, but not being consumed by the outcome. Marcus Aurelius loved his family and friends, but he also knew that life is temporary, and that clinging too tightly to anything could lead to suffering. True detachment is about accepting life's impermanence while fully appreciating the present moment. It's a balance, not an escape. How to avoid this trap? Care deeply, but remember that you can't control everything. Practice gratitude for what you have, but don't fear losing it. Trap 3. Over-reliance on self-control. Discipline is a core part of Stoicism, but here's the danger. If you rely too much on self-control without allowing yourself moments of rest and vulnerability, you'll burn out. Many people fall into the trap of thinking they need to be perfectly disciplined 24/7. But even the Stoics knew the importance of balance. Marcus Aurelius didn't expect himself to be a machine. He wrote about his struggles and failures, and he reminded himself to rest when needed. When you push yourself too hard, you risk mental fatigue and frustration, which can lead to giving up altogether. How to avoid this trap? Practice discipline, but give yourself grace when you fall short. Rest is part of the process, not a failure. Trap 4. The ego trap. The Stoics taught humility, but here's the ironic thing. Many people who practice Stoicism fall into the ego trap. They begin to feel superior because they can control their emotions or handle difficult situations better than others. This mindset is dangerous because it contradicts the very foundation of Stoicism. The moment you think you've mastered Stoicism is the moment you stop growing. True Stoics never seek to prove themselves. They focus on continuous self-improvement. How to avoid this trap? Remind yourself, Stoicism is a personal journey, not a competition. Stay humble and always be open to learning. Trap 5. Over-isolation. Some people take the idea of self-reliance to an extreme, cutting themselves off from others to avoid vulnerability. But the Stoics never encouraged isolation. In fact, Seneca emphasized the importance of meaningful connections and helping others. Humans are social creatures, and even the strongest minds need support. Isolation can lead to loneliness and detachment from reality, which defeats the purpose of Stoicism. How to avoid this trap? Build relationships based on trust and growth. You can be strong and independent while still leaning on others when needed. Stoicism is an incredibly powerful philosophy, but like any tool, it can be dangerous if misunderstood. Let's recap the 5 traps we covered today. Don't suppress your emotions, master them. Don't mistake detachment for indifference. Don't push discipline to the point of burnout. Avoid the ego trap. Stay humble. Don't isolate yourself. Connect with others. If you can navigate these traps, you'll unlock the true power of Stoicism without falling into its hidden dangers. Which of these Stoic traps do you think is the most dangerous? Drop a comment below and share your experience. I'd love to hear from you. And if you found value in this video, hit that subscribe button and join the StoicHub community, where we're mastering emotions, building resilience, and uncovering the true meaning of Stoic wisdom. Stay calm, stay strong, stay Stoic. See you in the next one.